In August 2023, I started having pain in my back, severe pain that doesn't allow me to sleep and very disturbing. So I went to the hospital and they told me that I have too much acid in my stomach and they gave me drugs. After taking the drugs, the pain subsided. Fast forward to 2024, during the prayer and fasting. On the 5th day of the prayer and fasting, after breaking my fast, the pain came back. Very painful, and I don't sleep at night. It continued till I finished the prayer and fasting. That was on the 29th. 5 days after the fasting and prayer, during my devotion, I had a voice, which I believe is from God, that told me to go and do endoscopy. It was very clear. So I went to the hospital and I told the doctor that I want to do endoscopy, and he agreed. Okay, endoscopy means that they are going to pass a tube, a tip that has a video into my mouth to my stomach to discover what causes the pain, which they did. After the endoscopy, they discovered that I have what is called gastric mass. So they told me to come back in after 10 days time. So after 10 days time, I went and they told me that it's malignant and I had to go for surgery to remove the gastric mass. And after the gastric mass is removed, I will go for chemotherapy. And that means I have cancer. That's what they told me. When they told me I was not myself, I started thinking, am I going to die? What am I going to tell my wife? What am I going to tell my mother? How is my life going to be? For 10 minutes, I was not myself. Then I went out. The doctor encouraged me and told me, look, this thing you would pass through. I said, no, this is not my result. This is not I'm not agreeing with this result. So I went home, told my wife, and we agreed to go for a second opinion. So I went for a second opinion, and the same result came out. So when the same result came out, I was not myself that time. I started asking God for mercy. Then I told all my pastors, people around me, the deacons, and they started praying for me. They said I will have to go for CT scan again to check my liver and my lungs. Maybe it has spread to that level. So I went for the CT scan, and they did, and they told me that it was okay. I can go for the surgery. So I went for the surgery on the 9th of March at 12 noon. I was reeled for the surgery. I didn't come out till 6 p.m. 7 days after the surgery, the doctor said I should start taking liquid. That is like something like pap. So I started taking the pap and I started throwing up. I threw up for 3 weeks consistently. The doctor came and said that my potassium was low. After treating that, I started taking orals and I was fine. Then they discharged me to go home. And I went home. People came and visited me, encouraged me, prayed with me. During that period, the scripture that I was holding on was Exodus chapter 23, verse 25b, that says that Jesus said that he would take away sickness and diseases. That's what I stood on. I kept on praying night and day. I was weighing 92 kg. I came down to 79 kg. They told me to come back 10 days after for checkup. They referred me to an oncologist. So she told me that, look, you have stomach cancer, which has spread to my liver and to my lungs, and it's stage 4. Immediately stage 4, my wife shouted, and I couldn't talk. I was devastated. I was not myself. I was not myself. I started saying, God, have mercy, have mercy. Then I got myself together and I told her, please, can I go and do PET scan? So PET scan is a scan that when you do, it shows how far the cancer has spread in your body. It will show where the cancer is spread in your body. So she agreed with me. And she filled a form for me. And my friend, a doctor that is in this church, helped me book the appointment. Then me and my wife went to Lagos. I was not myself. We got to Lagos 12 a.m. at midnight. I couldn't sleep. I couldn't eat. I couldn't do anything. On Tuesday, when we went for the scan, I was just saying, God, please